So, hi everybody. My name is Christoph. I'm a certified uh, Sedona-Method coach, and we are having now our for 2 months delayed Saturday support call, the monthly one. In between, I had already one retreat support call for Hill's holiday retreat, which was a lot of fun. There were a lot of newbies in the group, and I enjoyed that with them. So, everybody, I hope you can hear me okay. Um, Already some signs are flowing through the monitor, the screen. Okay, so then let's get started with a group release. So just sit back like I do now and get comfortable with wherever you are in your seat, in your body, in your in your mind. And then check to see what's the now feeling. And then could that feeling just be noticed or allowed to be here? And if there is, check to see if there is any sense of resistance, any wanting to push or pull that comes with that feeling. And then could there be inherently a noticing or welcoming of any sense of it being personal about you or who you are? And then could you just let it go? Or could there just be a letting go of thoughts and feelings right now? Could you just be open to the possibility that there's nothing to think about right now? That the present just simply appears to be like it is. And in fact, to see how you use the mind in order to think yourself through the world, through life, through your story, through your issues, in order to get them or it done. And check a little deeper to see if there's any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness attached to any of that. And inherently also notice how personal that appears to be. that I'm doing that. But did you actually do that? Or did that just happen or appear to be? And then just for now, could you just simply let that memory go? Allow it to be as it was? And then could you just simply open to the possibility that there is no need to think through life? No need for headbanking. Yet there can be glimpses in the mind from time to time. That's fine. And then could you just simply open to however the flow of life unfolds, whatever direction it takes. And notice any resistance to that. If it doesn't go the way that you like to have it. And is that coming or triggering any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness? Is it coming from that or triggering that? Or just bringing up any of those wounds? And then could you just allow that to appear as it does? Could it be allowed to appear as it does? Would it be allowed to appear as it does? When? And check to see if there's any belief that thinking is the only way to get a solution or resolution or positive outcome. And only if the mind would give me the best it has, that would be it. And then just for now, could you just open to the possibility that that isn't that much required as it appeared to be? That there's infinite ways and options of how resolution, solution, hints, whatever is required for the situation could come in or appear. And how do you feel now? Could you welcome, or is there a welcoming of the now feeling? Could you allow it to be here? Could that be allowed to be here? And then check to see if there's any wanting to do something with, about, or against that. Any wanting to figure it out, to get rid of it, to hold it close. Hate, love, or enjoy that. And inherently, could you also notice, or could there be a noticing of how personal that appears to be? About me. And then could that just be allowed to dissolve, to set free, to just simply go, or fade out? That just simply disappear for now. And then could you just simply welcome acceptance, the flow? And check to see how did life appear to be imperfect. And could you just simply welcome, or could there be a welcoming of whatever that brings up inside? Be a feeling, thought, memory, doesn't matter. And then could you also welcome or notice, or could there be a welcoming or noticing of any wanting to change that, fix that, hold on to that, figure that out, express that, suppress that? And if there's any of the underlying wants attached to that, like wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness, could that just be welcomed? Could you just simply welcome that color of wanting? And also, could you just simply welcome, or could there be a welcoming of how personal that appears to be? My sense of imperfection, maybe. And could you just simply open to perfection in the imperfection? Whatever that means for you in this moment. And then check to see if there's any memory, thought, or feeling of how your life appeared to be perfect. Something that looks perfect or that you're wanting to hold on to or recreate because it was so good. And then could you just simply welcome, or could there be a welcoming of whatever that stirs up or brings up inside? Or maybe outside. If you're looking around yourself in the room and you see the perfection, that should be included. And then could you welcome or notice, or could there be a welcoming or noticing of any wanting to do something with, about, and probably not against that? And if there's any connection to the underlying wants, wanting control, wanting approval, security, separation, oneness, could that be welcomed? Could you just simply welcome how that appears to be, including any sense that it is personal about you or who you are, or them and who they are, or it? And then just for now, in the knowing that also the good things can be released, could you, as best as you can, let go of that sense of perfection just for now? Now let's do a more holistic approach. Could life appear to be as imperfect as it does? And could life appear to be as perfect as it does? And then could life appear to be as imperfect as it does? And then could life appear to be as perfect as it does? And then could life appear to be as imperfect as it does? And then could life appear to be as perfect as it does? And then could life appear to be as imperfect as it does? And then could life appear to be as perfect as it does? And then could there be as much resistance to life as there is? And then could there be as much acceptance to life as there is? And then could there be as much resistance to life as there appears to be? And then could there be as much acceptance in life or as life or with life as there is? what's beyond all of that? What's beyond resistance and acceptance, perfection and imperfection? Yet allowing for all of them, for all those concepts. Yet doesn't need any in order to be. And could there just simply be rest as that? Could it just simply be aware of itself? Okay, everybody, so let's don't fall asleep. We still have a support call. So, if there's any requests for sharing or assistance or whatever in regards to the Sedona method and releasing, you may push the raise hand button. And we already have 2 requests. So one of them is Bobby. Bobby, you may speak up.
Hi, Happy New Year, Christoph.
Yes, Happy New
Thank you
Year.
for, yeah, thank
Most
you for
welcome back.
facilitating today, organizing yourself to be here, and everybody for organizing themselves to be here.
Yes.
It's just the best to release together, and
Indeed.
had some wonderful gains with releasing, and some nice money flow, and just life loving itself.
Mhm.
So yay. I'm super grateful for my releasing partners and the community
Mhm.
and the quiet too.
Yes.
Today, today the now feeling is stuckness,
Oh,
and I don't like it. And I don't like it.
okay.
Thank you. Just thought I'd be super honest there. Mhm. You asked. That was your first question. What's the now feeling?
Yes. And how is it now feeling?
Clutching, sticky,
Okay.
wanting to be separate, loving it all.
Okay. And could you really hold on to that for a second?
Not a
Have a little
problem.
party?
Not a problem. She's gripping damn
That's
good.
not a problem. Okay. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
and notice all the push-pull that comes with that or from that.
Yes.
Are you wanting to get rid of that and are you wanting to figure it out or hold on to that?
Yeah, get rid of and hold on at the same time. That's pretty funny.
Uh-huh. So could you hold on to that as much as you do?
Yes.
Could you get rid of that as best as you can?
I got a no there.
Could you hold on to that as much as you do? Or could there be
Ah,
as much holding on
yeah.
to that as there is?
Yes.
And then could you let go as best as you can? Or could there be as much letting go as there can be?
Yes.
And then could you allow it to appear as stuck as it does?
Yes. Ah,
Would you want to change that as much as you do?
yes. Stuck in the changing it. Yeah.
And then could you be open to the possibility that that also is changing?
Yes.
And is there any of the wants connected to that? Any wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
Yeah, it just feels like the flavor of wanting control in the costume of resistance. Yes.
Hmm. And what's the advantage of wanting to control
Oh boy. I get restuck.
that? Okay. And what's
No, nobody can make me do this. No. Yeah. The advantage is mm, it'll keep me safe. If I control the stuck feeling, there's safety
there
there.
any wanting security connected to that?
Yes.
Hmm. And could you let go wanting security and just simply notice the security that's already here, already now instead?
Wow. Yeah.
And could you also notice any sense or glimpse of it being personal about you or who you are? That you are the one who's appearing to be stuck.
Yes.
And what if that all is just a story or an appearance?
Yeah. Story time.
And then could you just simply allow yourself to watch through that, to see through the story,
Woo. Yeah.
beyond the story? What's deeper than the story?
Yeah. Quiet, flow.
Mhm. And then could there just be an opening to that or as that
Yes.
and flow? And could that just be allowed to release whatever is needed to release in this moment?
Yes.
And how do you feel right now?
Definitely less stuck.
Hmm.
And just more settled and more present. It's great, Christoph. Thanks.
Perfect.
Now that everybody else is unstuck, jump on in.
Okay, let's see what Sharon has. Sharon, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I can. Thanks, Christoph, and Happy New Year to you and everyone. on the
My pleasure.
call. Thanks. That was really helpful. Thank you, Bobby. As you were doing the group release and doing the releasing with Bobby, the last couple of days I've had a really sore throat and irritation. I think I released on this with you before, Christoph.
Mhm.
I sorry.
Uh-huh, I said.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. And it feels like I keep getting, I don't know. I mean, I know this, I'm thinking the story is that um, I've had something that's really irritated and that I'm, allergic to with my throat. But I keep actually having these sensations that has been coming and going, I'd say, over the last 6 months. And I'm really choking at times. And I was aware then when you were doing the releasing with Bobby. Um, I was able to see a little bit of the story of it. But there is a lot of fear there that I could choke.
Yes.
I mean, today I was doing some releasing early on, and I was actually able to laugh and think, well, that it felt like I could die with this because it could choke me. But then I really laughed, thinking, I'm beyond that, really. But it is really, it's like all of a sudden it takes my breath away and I'm choking, and there's like little notice. So just some further support releasing the sensations here, please, Crystal. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So let's do a very simple thing. Could you just focus on breathing for a second? Breathing
Yeah.
in and breathing out.
Straight away, I'm aware that I'm not really breathing deeply. Yeah. And there's
And maybe
like,
it is
yeah.
changing already since you're aware of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And could
It's
you also
interesting.
notice that you're also becoming aware of the rest of the body since you're focusing on breathing?
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit more grounded now. Yeah. It's interesting because it feels like what's happening with the throat when I start choking
Mhm.
is obviously there's fear there. And it just feels like I wasn't breathing fully either. And it feels like that's how maybe I'm in that hypervigilant state quite often, really.
Maybe from time to time you just start breathing if you're becoming aware of that, or focus
Yeah.
more on breathing.
Yeah.
Or just take a deep breath, or give yourself as much air as you need or want to have.
It's quite interesting because what's coming up for me
Hmm.
is do I deserve, like before it was, do I deserve to be able to heal this? And also now it's like, it feels like there's a lack of feeling of deserving to even breathe fully.
You
There's
notice
like,
any sense of not being the one who deserves a healing, and also any wanting to figure that out.
yeah.
Am I dead? Am I not dead? Am I deserving that or not? Maybe you take a flower and I'm deserving this. I'm not deserving this. I'm deserving this. I don't know what's the last
Yeah.
piece of the flower, but I wouldn't believe it necessarily.
Yeah. It's funny as you say that because it's just like earlier on today, it was like, realizing that I'm beyond this. And in that, then it was like, yeah, I'm beyond deserving or not deserving. So, yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, what I'm aware of though, what's coming up is that there is a real bracing. I've had this a few times this week on other calls. It's like there's a real like even like there's a holding on to it. Obviously believing it's keeping me safe, and I know it's not, but there's that fear of letting it go, of the unknown. Yeah.
Could you welcome that as a little tendency?
Feels like a big tendency of mine.
Maybe.
Oh,
But what
yeah.
is bigger than the tendency?
What is what? Sorry.
What is bigger than the tendency? Isn't that what you are, bigger than the tendency?
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah,
tendency just
absolutely.
appearing in
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
that what you are is expanding infinitely in all directions.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And we
feel that right
we
now,
over
to be
focus
honest.
on some tendency. This little small dot. And we ignore everything else.
Yeah, and it just feels like right now, it's like before I was taking it so personal, and like right now, there's
Mhm.
that detachment. Yeah.
And could you allow that to appear as personal as it does for now?
Yeah, I can. It's not as much as before, but yeah, I can
Mhm.
still allow some of that.
And then could you just open a little bit more to the possibility that it isn't that personal, that it is a little more impersonal, beyond expectation or belief?
Right now, I'm struggling to get back to like beingness. It feels like there's like a heaviness now on my chest and again in my throat.
Mhm. But check to see if that heaviness is separate from beingness, or is that included?
Oh, it is, but it feels like at the moment, I think grief is coming up.
Mhm. And what if the grief is included and part of it? What if that is exactly as it should be?
Yeah, I feel that actually. Thanks, Christoph. Yeah.
And what's aware of all of that?
Mm. This feels like space, really. There's more space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Observing what's, appears to be happening, I suppose. Oh, I feel very calm right now. Feels like calm energy is like arising.
And is that allowed to be as it is?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that feels so much better. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Wow, it feels very spacious right now. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and it feels like the story around what I told before about my throat seems less important. Yeah,
Yes.
whether it happens or not.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel that's a good place for now, Christoph.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
So I see no further hands. Maybe we can do a group release on how we are making life a hard time for us sometimes. So everybody just get comfortable again or stay comfortable as you already are. And then check to see if there's any tendency of mind or in the mind or in awareness, doesn't matter so much. How you're making life miserable or a mess, or how the mind is doing it, by the way. It's not you doing it. How that is just appearing as negativity. Could you just simply welcome, or could there just be a welcoming of how or whatever that brings up inside? How is that unfolding for now? And could you just notice all that sense of struggling, if there is? And then could there be a welcoming of or a noticing of any wanting to do something with, about, or against that? Could you want to change that as much as you do? Could you let go wanting to change that as best as you can? Could there be as much wanting to change that as there is? Could there be a letting go wanting to change that as much as there is? Could there be as much wanting connected to that as there is? Could there be as less wanting connect to that as it is possible? Could that appear to be as personal as it does? Could that appear to be as impersonal as it is possible? And what's beyond both? Here now, allowing for any of that, yet needing nothing of that to be. And check to see if there's any remaining memory of how you were struggling with life, or how much struggle there was with life. And could that just simply be released? As much as it is possible. And are you that which is struggling through life? Or are you that which is aware of any of that? And then check to see if there's any remaining wanting to change anything that appears to be here and now. And are you that wanting to change? That wanting to do something about it? Or are you that which is just simply aware of that? And then could there be a noticing as much as there is? Or could there be noticed whatever there is or appears to be? And then could that also just fade away? And then could there just be rest? Expansion, emptiness, spaciousness, silence, and also the very aliveness of all of that. And then also notice breathing. And notice how you're not actually doing that. just what's happening. You're being breathed. But is there actually a you that's being breathed in that moment? Or is that just what's happening? Just a couple of sensations that we label breathing. Okay, everybody, we still have a couple of minutes left. If there's any requests for assistance or any sharing gains or any request for another release, let me know. Or any questions about the Sedona method. Evelyn has her hand up. You can speak up, Evelyn.
Hi, I just
Hi.
unmuted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to say that. I have things I have to do very urgently, and I feel like I'm not moving on them, like I'm stuck. So sometimes I think, well, maybe it's just not the right time or something like that, but it's been going on for a while now, and
Yes.
so yeah, so I'm a little worried, and yeah, I feel stuck.
So could you welcome all of that? Could there just be a welcoming of all of that? All the worry, all the appearance of stuckness,
Hmm.
all the shooting on yourself that you should do that,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pressuring yourself,
Uh,
and all the resistance to doing it, or maybe to do it just that way.
yeah. Mm,
And then check to see if there's any wanting connected to that, any wanting control, approval, security, or wanting separation, oneness,
mm.
or any of the underlying emotions like apathy, sadness, fear.
There's a sadness. There's a sadness there.
Mhm. And then could you give it some space to be here?
Mm,
And then could that sadness just be noticed? And then could it just release? Could you allow the sadness to dissolve?
well, the sadness seems to be that I'm still quite ill, so and I'm reaching out because I'd like some help with some of these things. These are not easy issues necessarily, and
Mhm.
if I were completely healthy, I probably could do quite a lot of it myself.
Yeah.
But when I reach out for help, it just it's not forthcoming.
Yeah.
And that's I just realized with the sadness that's got a lot to do with it. I feel very alone with this whole issue.
Could you welcome that sense of loneliness?
Mm.
And could you also welcome or notice all you wanting to connect to the solution,
Yes. Mm.
to better health, or to what has to be done besides the health issue?
Mm.
And what if you're still having the power to do it even while a health issue is occurring?
That doesn't work very well. It's very anstrengend and it's there's a limit to what I can do. I'm very weak.
Okay. Could you allow yourself to appear as limited by the health issue as much as you do? Or limited by health to do whatever you want to do?
No, that's a difficult one. If the situation does not improve, I will need blood transfusions. So I'm not
Yes,
making this up, right? I'm not making this up.
yes.
I'm just not
And
used to it, you know.
and the problem with blood infusions is,
Oh no, well, I'm just saying the situation is so serious that the doctors say if it doesn't improve, I will need blood transfusions, okay?
yes,
I
yes.
just because I feel with what you said, it's kind of like I'm not making this up. It's really, and part of the problem is that I don't realize sometimes that I can't do more. I just it's it's kind of I have to take a step back and say, okay. This is what you can do today, right?
Yes.
And it is, and
Maybe that's just already the release. If
uh,
you're becoming aware of, okay, that's the work for today and not
so-
more. From my experience, that often is a release for myself.
mm,
If the mind makes up too much, and then you realize, oh, okay, I'm done today,
yeah, but
and then you maybe have time off on the
yeah, I'm
sofa,
past.
or you go to bed and have a good night's rest,
Mm,
or do
yeah, but
something.
I'm past deadlines and things like that, you know. So
Yes.
I that's what I do. That's how I live my life, and I'm happy when there have been certain improvements in the health
Mhm.
situation, and
Mhm.
but it's not enough to do the daily work, and I've been very, yeah, like I say, when I've reached out and said I need help, I feel like I'm not getting it, right?
Could you notice the resistance that stirs up inside? Resistance to the body's health or to the body, probably. Something like that the body should be better or healthier.
So people should be more responsive and people should help more.
Hmm. Maybe even that.
Okay, with the body, I feel I'm okay, and I've really um it's just it takes the time it will take, and
Mhm.
um but yeah, I'm
But how
64, so
do you
I've
feel those deadlines? Why couldn't they take as long as they take? Or the issues that are connected to those deadlines? Why it must all be done so quickly?
because I already broke the law, basically. Okay. Yeah. I've broken the German law. I mean, this is it's not funny. It's really not funny.
And what if God's law can break German law?
That's a good one. That's the best sentence I've heard in years.
Which one is
Thank
higher,
you.
the German law
Thank
or
you.
God's law?
Well, that is my hope. I mean, yeah, that's kind of my hope. Because I can't fight it, so I say, okay, it's just the way it is. And I don't understand it, and I don't understand people
You know,
not helping, right?
I'm not recommending breaking the law of any country that
No,
we are
no,
living
no.
in,
I understand.
but
I
sometimes
uh
God's law is just a little higher.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
happening anyway, even
well
if the law says no.
that's kind of my hope because I don't I see no other at the moment. I just I don't know. I say, okay, that's part of me says that's the way it is. And like I say, I hold on to these progresses and the good
Yes.
things that come. But I'm a little bit worried because I'm sort of like, well, this is and I'm not advocating breaking the law either, right? I mean, uh, that's why I'm a little bit, there's a part of me that's kind of upset and thinks, well, you never did this before, right?
Yes.
I'm not into that kind of thing. Um, and it's just, it's in some ways, it's a kind of absurd situation because if, yeah, but anyway. I guess maybe but thank you for that one. That's a good one. Thank you. Yeah, 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 it's true. It's true. I mean, yeah.
Evelyn, did you put your body or health issue into the cleanup procedure already? You could do that by yourself too.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Okay.
Yes.
All
Your own
right.
body, did the body control me or myself? You can ask that
Uh-huh.
too. Or did health appear to control my
Uh,
body or Evelyn or my true self or
well, I feel there are other lessons here. I feel that I've overexerted myself in certain ways,
hmm.
and the body just kind of finally said, okay. Here's the big lesson in big letters, right? And so I've changed quite a few things where I thought, okay, that's overextending yourself. It's a nice idea, but no, no, we are not going to do that. And this is about giving to things to people or giving them time or doing more than is necessary sometimes,
Yes.
just to
Yes.
be
Often we
nice or
do that
whatever.
too.
What?
Often we do more or tend to do more than is necessary.
Yeah, yeah. So it's curing me of my niceness. Let's put it that way.
Mhm.
That's how I feel about the illness.
Yes.
And I think I need this lesson. Um, but I will I was looking at the cleanup procedure yesterday, so
Mhm.
I'll give that a try. Thank you very much for
Yes.
that. And
Or put that illness into that cleanup procedure. Did that illness appear to try to control me or something like that?
well, something like that. I'll think about it and
Play around with that. It's something that
yeah.
is appropriate.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And the God's law and German law, that was a good one. That was it was worth coming just for that.
Because, sometimes there's so much law, and especially in Germany, we have so much laws, and some of the laws seem to contradict other laws, and
Yeah,
maybe
but
you just look for the intuitive solution.
yeah, but this is I'm pushing the pencil quite way beyond everybody else's patience. So
Yes.
yeah, this is more than one deadline that I haven't been able to meet. I just haven't been able to. It's impossible, right?
Uh,
It's not within my power, but anyway. So thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. And thank you
Okay.
everybody for listening to my trials and tribulations. And take care and have a nice weekend, right?
Okay. I do another release
Okay.
on how we use illnesses in order to stop life.
Mm,
I make up a group release about that or something
Okay.
similar like that.
Okay.
Okay, so you can mute yourself again.
Mhm.
So in this moment, could you just simply welcome however illnesses or uh, body issues seem to stop ourselves from having what we want or need, or to do what we want or need? And could you just simply welcome whatever that stirs up inside? And then could you welcome all your wanting to change that? All your wanting to, to become better. All you wanting to heal first and do it afterwards. There's also a form of procrastination in that. I'm not saying this is bad or you're bad, but could you just simply notice if there is? And could you welcome or notice any underlying wanting, like wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness that may be stirred up by that or lead to that? That makes up the sense of I can't or I won't do that. And then could you just simply let that go? Then could you just simply welcome or take that over to acceptance the flow? And then besides there's illness or health issues, could you just simply allow the flow what still is needed to be done? Could you allow the flow to make that up or even let that go if it's no longer required to be done? Could you also be open to your own intuitive knowingness, that you give work also to others away, that you intuitively can see who is capable of helping you with that, if it still is on a to-do list. And And could you welcome or notice all your wanting to figure that out? And could you also notice or welcome any sense of being angry about yourself for not being capable of doing it, and about others because they are not helping enough, or they should help more? I'm not saying they shouldn't, but could you notice if there's any emotion like anger attached to that? Then just for now, could you let go wanting to be so emotional about that? And could you just simply allow the flow to decide whatever is needed to be done? And then check to see if there's any resistance to just being off from work, even housework or homework, whatever. And then just for now, could you let go resisting that? Could you also let go wanting to shoot on yourself that you should do more while you are off? And instead of that, could you just simply allow yourself to have time off from work from time to time? And then check to see if you are that body that needs time off. Or if you are just that which is aware of the body that eventually needs time off. And as that, could you just give the body whatever it needs? And check to see if there's any resistance to healing or the healing process. And then could you resist healing as much as you do? And then could you let go of resisting that as best as you can? And could you just simply allow the body to heal whenever it does? if there's any resistance remaining, could it just be noticed here and now? And could you just simply welcome or open to acceptance the flow? And then could you just simply allow healing or the healing process to appear as it does? In a timely manner, or just in the manner how it unfolds to be. And then could you at least give yourself some approval or love for all the things that you already have done for the body in order to heal? And could you give yourself also some approval for continuing doing that whenever it is required to do that? And could you just simply be aware of the body for now? Could you feel the body now? There be a sensing of whatever is happening there. And could it just be enough for now? Okay, everybody. We released the group to emptiness today. 5 people remaining. People are disappearing
Imagine.
one by another.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
much.
everybody. Yes, you're
Thank you. It was a
welcome.
brilliant call, Christoph. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd just like to say to Evelyn, in A Course in Miracles, one of the lessons is I'm under no laws but God's. So it's nice to remember that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't really do the Course in Miracles anymore, but it just came to me when, Christoph mentioned it before. It's just a nice reminder in some ways just to just
Yeah.
feel what feels true for you, and know that sometimes the laws in life are not always.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to say it, Evelyn, but yeah, it's just it came to me, and it's just a reminder for me as well that you don't always have to abide by the rules, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm very intuitive, but
Yeah.
this is beyond the beyond at the moment. So, but
Yeah.
thank you very much, and thank you, Christoph. I'm yeah, this is it's what I try to follow, but I'm having my doubts because of going over these laws or breaking them, and that's a new experience. I'm
Yeah.
used to sort of saying, okay, there's a deadline. Okay, I'm used to that kind of thing. I do try to follow the flow and intuition and inspiration. I wait for inspiration. Does it feel good? But this has gone very far. So, thank you, but thank you very, very, very much.
Thank
Very
you, everybody.
generous. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye
for now.
bye. Have a
Bye.
great weekend. Bye.